Disclaimer: I am not a lawyer. The Day the Earth Stood Still is property of 20th Century Fox and their respected owners. This video is in accordance to the 5 points of the Fair Use Clause in the copyright law.
It's hurt.
No children.
Hit me! Let's put a smile on that face.
What were you before you were human?
It would only frighten you.
We're getting images of these spheres from all over the world.
Are you aware of an impending attack on the planet Earth?
Yes.
Why have you come to our planet?
Your planet.
I need to know what's happening.
If the human race dies, the Earth survives.
We can change.
The decision is made.
You could stop this if you wanted to.
The process has begun.
Oh, God. Where's it heading?
Everywhere.
Let's light this thing up.
Hey, guys!
What the hell is that?
You can't stop it?
I don't know.
Hey everyone, and thanks for tuning in to this week's movie review of The Day the Earth Stood Still, starring Keanu Reeves and Jennifer Connelly. I've always found the basic premise of The Day the Earth Stood Still to be a very interesting one. Human beings being exterminated for the sake of the Earth due to our violent nature. I've always found this to be interesting because I've never believed that we as people are as high and mighty as we make ourselves look out to be. There's the old saying which states, "Don't act like animals," and this is said in regards to civil manners, but who are the real savages? Animals don't destroy for unnecessary reasons as humans do. Animals don't start conflicts unless they must. Animals don't destroy the earth nor go to war and never have. I mean, hey, I could keep going as far as to say that animals don't try to fuck the dead, as humans do that at times. So with all that said, if the earth needed to be cleansed of a species to live, which one should go in order to save the earth? Humans or animals? I'm not saying that I want the human race to die or anything. I'm just saying that in the fairness of the Earth's sake, this is an interesting question and something to think about. This also leads to my point in being why The Day the Earth Stood Still was such a good movie. Although being a sci-fi epic, the original movie dealt with this question at hand, and its character development, which was fairly unheard of back in 1951. Such a simple plot. But insight to it, along with innovative special effects, made the original stand the test of time. This remake, on the other hand, isn't the case. Well, at least not completely. Now, I didn't hate the movie, nor do I have some bias to the classic. But this movie simply doesn't live up to the original. The original took a simple and unique story for its time and ran with it, developing it and its character as well as giving people a good blend of sci-fi action. But this remake kinda turns the formula around. Instead they commercialized it and put over-needed amount of CGI instead of developing their characters or story. Also, to cover my ass, this movie isn't the type of movie to give remakes a bad name. It just simply falls flat of being better than the original, but overall, I would have to say that I enjoyed both versions of this film. Now it's time for me to cry about the gripes of this movie. In the original, Klaatu wasn't some soulless being with no facial expressions. He developed and even learned to like the main character and humans along with changing his demeanor. This isn't the case with the remake. Klaatu, as played by Keanu Reeves, is monotone with no expressions whatsoever, and he's more robotic-like than organic human-like. Now, if this was the intention, then that's fine. But if it wasn't, then that's obviously a big mistake by the studio's part. Also, I've never been high on Keanu Reeves as an actor. He's one-dimensional and can only play one type of character, and that's one with little to no emotions whatsoever. With that being said, if Klaatu was meant to be robotic, then Keanu Reeves was a perfect pick, and did a good job in this movie and with this character. While on the subject of the characters, another gripe that I have with them is that they have no substance or depth whatsoever. No one really emotes, and you can care less for every character with the exception of Klaatu, and that's not saying much. The cast in the whole entire movie is basically an afterthought, and there's more focus on the overuse of CGI in this film. Now I like CGI, but if it's not needed, then don't use it, or don't overuse it when you don't need to. I'm sorry, but in the original there wasn't a shitstorm of bugs destroying everything in sight. There was a robot Gorth, and there were multiple versions of him. He was interesting enough, so what was all the use of those scenes of destruction? Was that Michael Bay's idea or something? Speaking of the CGI, it wasn't anything to die for either. I've seen way better in many movies before, and I swear that sometimes there were scenes with CGI so poor that people on YouTube using Photoshop did better. With all that said, you could think that I hated this movie, but like I said, that isn't the case because I did enjoy it. I liked its sci-fi feel, and I enjoyed the hell out of the first 20 minutes, and the action scenes did suffice even though they weren't all needed. Although dumbed down, I still enjoyed the basic story of the movie and how it was carried out, and Klaatu and Gorth remain as interesting as they were 50 years ago. Pacing was good, and the movie never really bores you, and there's no love interest in the movie dragging it down or making it corny, which was a breath of fresh air. Now, I don't know if I'm alone in this or not, but there are two things that would have made this movie so much better if they were removed. The first is the overuse of product placement. I mean, I fucking hate product placement. Isn't the point of going to the movies to escape from what TV offers in the first place? And the way the goddamn ads are placed makes no fucking sense. I swear, shit is hitting the fan and stuff is blowing up left and right, but the Coke sign happens to be intact and fine just for you to see. These ads aren't subtle either. I mean, they are borderline placed right in front of your face. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Klaatu stopped at some point in the movie to tell us about Microsoft's latest product or the new burger deals at Burger King. That type of shit just annoys the hell out of me and takes away from the movie-going experience. If anyone in Hollywood is listening, keep your shitty ads on before the movie and not in the movie. The second giant fuck up in this movie to me is Jaden Smith. Now I don't mean to be hard on child actors, and I'm sure it's not the kid's fault, but he was just so horrible and beyond annoying in this damn movie. First of all, what's his use in the movie? And not the pathetic excuse that was given in the movie. I'm asking, what is his real use to the movie that pertains to the development of the movie's story? The concept of another side to human nature was well established without him, so we didn't need him around pushing what was already obvious and there. His acting was bad, and he was so utterly annoying that after a while I was just wishing for something to freaking kill him already so the audience can be spared from his massive annoyance. With that said, this movie is very hit and miss, but overall it's fair time at the movies and people should enjoy it. The Day the Earth Stood Still gets a 7.5 out of 10.